Hi everyone! So today I will be teaching you about Syrian culture. And just like Dr. Purdy said, I'll be paying attention to surface and deep culture with the iceberg model. So as a reminder, surface culture is conscious and easy to change. For instance, we change our clothes 1,000 times a day. So that is an example of surface culture. Another thing that is surface culture is the artwork. Syria is known for their geometric, vegetative, and animal designed artwork. So as you can see in this picture, the tile on the bottom left, it is a hexagon with flowers and it has some animal print on the inside. It's a great use of art for their traditional aspect. Arabic is also their main language. So when teaching students how to read or write, we have to consider that the Arabic language reads and writes backwards from what we do in the United States. They read and write from right to left, whereas we read and write from left to right. So that's something that we should keep in mind when we're teaching them to read and to write, because it's very hard to transfer between the two. Another aspect of surface culture is their food. Traditionally, they use lemon, garlic, onions, and a whole bunch of spices to add to their recipes, and to be honest, they're quite phenomenal. I've tried a few. One of the things that I found most interesting about Syria's surface culture is that their clothing styles change so drastically. Traditionally, you can see a photo of women getting ready. They are veiled in all black, and the only thing visible is their eyes. Whereas today, in modern times, you'll often see girls in close to modern, just like you would see we are wearing here in the United States. Men also had a traditional wear, which was black baggy trousers and this big overcoat. Today you will see some men still donning this attire, but most do wear the sporting style like you would see in Western culture here in America. And then getting into deep culture. Deep culture is the things that we cannot see. They're unconscious, they're very difficult to change, and they're very subjective. These are things that we learn as children. One of the things that is very important to Syrian children is their family. And when I say family, I do not mean mother, father, uncles. I mean uncles' families, uncles' families, uncles' families, even the neighbor's family. Anyone that is considered close to that child is considered their family. One of the most important things that I took from learning about this culture is religion. With religion comes religious holidays, and one of which being Ramadan, which is fasting from sunrise to sunset. So imagine a 9th grader in a brand new school, brand new culture, using their holidays and supporting Ramadan. They cannot eat lunch with their friends. They will be very irritable in class, and they will be very tired because they stay up late and they wake up early just to get their meals in for the day. So that's something that I really would like to consider when I have students from Syria, is to give them a little bit of a break when I see their head nodding off in class during Ramadan, which is late May, early June, right in time for finals and state standardized testing. Another thing with deep culture is your traditional values. So in Syria, they value the Islamic values from the Quran, which are honor, sincerity, generosity, and sensitivity and tolerance. But the most interesting thing that I found out was their culture of arranged marriages. For a man, if the marriage is for his family, he can marry outside of his religion. But if it is for a woman, she cannot. Something else that you should be considerate of when meeting the parents, especially, is the formal greetings. In America, we shake everyone's hand. It is very impolite and rude to shake a woman's hand in Syria. Instead, you should place your hand on your heart and say hello. They also communicate indirectly, so with body language instead of outright saying, I don't like what you're doing. They also used raised volume as excited, whereas in the United States we use it as angry. And personal space is not as important to them. If they're sitting close to you and leaning in, it means that they're excited about what you have to say and they value your opinion, whereas in the United States it can be seen as creepy. And overall, all I want to say is that culture is more than what we see, so please keep an open mind when meeting and interacting with people from a different culture, and always remember that things aren't as simple as they seem.